Knowing yourself. Sandra is a 28-year-old woman. She is an adventurer. She loves to travel and learn new things. Sandra studies philosophy. She works in a shop that sells Eastern items. Her dream is to open a yoga studio in her big city. One day, Sandra decides to go to Tibet. She wants to learn more about Eastern culture and meditation. Tibet is a beautiful place. It has high mountains and peaceful temples. Sandra feels excited about her trip. On the morning of her flight, Sandra wakes up early. She packs her bags with warm clothes, a journal, and her favorite books about philosophy. She takes a deep breath and smiles. This is going to be a great adventure, she says to herself. After a long flight, Sandra arrives in Tibet. The air is fresh and cold. She sees the Himalayas in the distance. They are very big and white with snow. Sandra takes a photo and feels happy. She meets a friendly man named Tashi at the airport. Tashi is a local guide. He says, "Welcome to Tibet. I can help you with your journey." Sandra agrees and thanks him. Sandra and Tashi go to the city of Lhasa. Lhasa is the capital of Tibet. It is a city full of life and culture. They visit the Potala Palace, a famous building. The palace is very old and beautiful. It has many rooms and gold statues. Sandra takes many pictures and writes in her journal about her feelings. In the afternoon, Tashi takes Sandra to a small monastery. There are many monks there. The monks wear orange robes and smile at Sandra. Tashi says, these monks practice meditation every day. They find peace in their hearts. Sandra feels curious. She wants to learn how to meditate. Tashi introduces Sandra to a monk named Lobsang. Lobsang is kind and wise. He says, "Hello, Sandra. Would you like to learn meditation?" Sandra nods happily. "Yes, please," she replies. Lobsang invites her to sit on a soft mat. He teaches her how to breathe deeply and focus her mind. Sandra feels relaxed and calm. She closes her eyes and listens to Lobsang's gentle voice. Every day, Sandra practices meditation with Lobsang. She learns many things about herself. She learns to let go of stress and worries. Meditation is like a journey inside your heart, Lobsang explains. Sandra understands this. She feels more connected to her thoughts and feelings. In the evenings, Sandra explores the streets of Lhasa. She tastes delicious Tibetan food like dumplings and noodle soup. She loves the flavors. She also visits small shops that sell beautiful Tibetan crafts. Sandra buys a colorful prayer flag for her future yoga studio. One day, while walking in the market, Sandra meets a group of travelers. They are from different countries, France, Brazil, and Japan. They are friendly and adventurous like Sandra. They invite her to join them for a hike in the mountains. Sandra feels excited and says, "Yes. I would love to go." The next day, Sandra and her new friends hike to a beautiful lake called Yamdrok Lake. The water is blue and clear, surrounded by green hills. They take many photos and laugh together. Sandra feels grateful for her new friends and the beautiful nature around her. As her journey continues, Sandra reflects on her time in Tibet. She writes in her journal every night. She writes about her experiences, her new friends, and what she learns from Lobsang. I want to bring this peace and mindfulness back to my city, she writes. One evening, while meditating by the lake, Sandra has a special thought. I want my yoga studio to be a place of peace and learning, she thinks. I want to help others feel good, just like I feel now. Sandra smiles. She knows her adventure in Tibet is changing her life. After 2 weeks, it is time for Sandra to go home. She feels sad to leave Tibet but happy about what she has learned. Tashi and Lobsang come to say goodbye. Tashi gives her a small Tibetan scarf as a gift. This is a symbol of friendship, he says. Sandra thanks him and hugs her friends. On the plane back home, Sandra looks at her photos and remembers her adventure. She thinks about the mountains, the monks, and her new friends. I will start my yoga studio soon, she promises herself. I will share the peace I found in Tibet. Sandra arrives home with a big smile. She feels ready to start her new journey. Her adventure in Tibet is not over, it is just the beginning. Sandra's trip to Tibet teaches her about meditation, friendship, and her dreams. She learns that adventure is not just about traveling, it is also about growing and discovering oneself. With a heart full of joy and a mind full of wisdom, Sandra is excited to share her experiences with the world.